All right, it's a Tuesday afternoon, which means we got a little practice going on here at AZI's Peoria, and take a few minutes to visit with the head coach of the Grand Canyon University Lopes, Danny Roy. Danny, welcome back after a big weekend in Utah, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how that weekend went. I saw it on paper. I saw the 3-2 overtime win first against BYU. Saw an impressive win against Weber State, and then a difficult game on Sunday. Depending on who the opponent was, it'll still be difficult, right?
Yeah, no, that's a definitely a tough trip to make. All the rinks up there are Olympic-sized ice, so you're skating a lot. So you're asking a lot out of your roster just by scheduling anything in Utah. But to come off a long bus trip through the night, we were actually late to getting dinner because of an accident on the freeway. So we showed up to BYU 45 minutes till we were on the ice, which somewhat is good because it gives the guys less time to think about what's going on.
People really don't know what it's like to travel by bus, do they?
No, it's definitely long. Your back hurts after the weekend from trying to sleep across benches. But yeah, the guys came out and we played a very strong first period. Just couldn't get anything in the net. BYU's goaltending is pretty strong. It keeps them in the games. And then they were able to keep it close. They came back, tied it up. We went ahead one. They tied it up again last 2 minutes of the game, and we were able to come away with the overtime victory with a goal by Jeff Payne. So I told the guys that's the first overtime win in program history, and then Payne's there in the history books of first ever overtime goal scorer. So something unique. We're still second-year program, so we're still getting these firsts, and guys get to be in the history books of the program.
So let's back up a step. You guys had the first of the program too, and you were able to defeat ASU for the first time just a few days earlier, right?
Yeah. So that was our first win over our crosstown rival, which is fun. I think it was a great series. A split is a typical college rivalry series there, where one team just doesn't want to lose both. We came out, we played tough in the game at Gila River, but they capitalized on our mistakes more than we did on theirs. And I think the guys learned from it in our locker room talk after the game. They were a little disappointed. We came out and we went into their rink and got the job done. And then that gave us some momentum going into Utah, and we were able to build off of it.
It has to be really satisfying for you to see the growth in the program just in such a short period of time. But you guys are really now starting to become a force in D2 hockey, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still finding ourselves, still learning as we go. Like I said, we're getting a lot of firsts. This weekend we hit a 3-game win streak, which was the first time of winning 3 D2 games in a row. Which is it's nice to find those little things to help build off. The guys are starting to learn a little bit on how to finish off games and keep the lead and finish a team off when we need to, which showed in Weber. We were able to get that empty net goal and seal the deal. Now it's just a matter of those tough games when we need to keep them close, keeping them close. And Utah State's a really good team, but there wasn't a whole lot that was much better than us. I think we're a little tired on the weekend, and we're going to try and get it back this weekend.
So just a couple of weeks from now, you'll be headed back up there to play again, and our brutal series. You see everybody, don't you?
We go up there. We're going to see. As of right now, the schedule shows we're going to play BYU again. So they'll get a little bit of a rematch, and hopefully we could come away with an actual regulation win against them. So that's how we start off the weekend on Thursday. Then we'll go and play Colorado, I believe, CU, who we played last year up there, and that was a close game, so that should be a good game. We got, I think, Montana State as of right now. Anything could change, though, right now as far as the schedule goes out there. But we finished the weekend off against Williston State, so that'll be a good test for us to play the team that was number 1 last year in the West.
So you get a chance to get some really good competition, but you also get a chance to see what you guys have, your leaders have, and some of your leaders really stepped up this last weekend, didn't they?
Oh yeah, Trey Green is one for sure. We sat down, had a little chat with him just to kind of reiterate what we expect out of him of being a second-year assistant captain, leader of the team. And since that conversation out in San Diego, he has by far been one of our top players. He's been getting a point a game, almost a goal a game right now. He got his first ever hat trick, his first ever ACHA hat trick out there. Even our captain Brett's playing solid. He's hitting a point a game. He got a few assists up there each game, helping out. Everybody's stepping in and filling in when they need to. Nick Meralda has been a huge surprise for us. He's above a point a game right now. Anytime he's on the score sheet, it's usually a good night for us. We're pushing the offensive side of what we expected that we'd be better this year. Now it's just a matter of keeping guys healthy and trying to move forward from here.
So you look at what you've done to this point. You got Utah State coming back on a Sunday morning game this week. So what do you do to prepare for them again?
We got to take the positives out of the game, and the positives were when we were forward checking well, when we were playing physical. We were actually getting a lot of opportunities. We just weren't finishing on our opportunities. Our power play looked very good. We were just a step shorter than them to the puck on the open stuff. We're trying to shove in a rebound goal, and then allowing them to get goals based on just mistakes that we made. The game wasn't 8-2 because they're that much better than us. It was an 8-2 game because we kind of allowed it to be that way. So we're going to take that. We're going to go into the week, and we will prepare. We'll look over that game footage this weekend before we hit the ice on Sunday, and we get them on their fourth game of a trip.
Right.
So, and at a 9:30 a.m. start. Yeah. So our guys get a long week. We get a week of rest here, and that's the only game we're looking forward to. And we built a little rivalry out there. It was a physical, gritty. There were 2 DQs for fighting, and so that's our new conference rival right there, Utah State. So, and those games are fun, and hopefully that same kind of atmosphere comes in for our fans.
Let's finish up on a couple of topics. First of all, I know I heard you off camera talking about a few injuries and illnesses. So tell me a little bit about what you have coming out on Sunday and what you expect to be out on Sunday.
I think everybody's going to be in the lineup except for DQ, which is Alex Salati.
Right, yeah.
So he's got to sit that game out, unfortunately. But as far as everybody else, it's just the normal bug that's going around. You usually get them on your first long road trip.
Right.
Everybody's sitting in the bus together, tired. The immune system kind of takes a strong hit there. So it's a good thing that we are hitting it here instead of going into our long weekend up in Utah of 4 games. But
right.
We expect everybody to be here. They usually sit out a practice just to get back going, and then we're right back into it. So I don't expect anybody to sit out of a game just due to illness. And
then tell me right now, the way the program's going, how's that helping recruiting? It's got to be helping, right?
We're definitely going with the motto of that we haven't done anything to get any kind of respect from any team that we're playing. We haven't shown anything, and our goal is to show the ACHA our true potential, and we've shown spurts of that for sure. And as the guys get more confident, more comfortable playing with each other, we're strong. We're a strong team. It's just a matter of consistently putting it out there on the ice. So it was a fun weekend to watch. It was a fun 3-game win streak going into that 8-2 loss to end it. But it shows the guys that we have the ability to win in streaks, and that's what it's going to take to get rankings. We have an extremely tough schedule. So if we could, put some wins in strands here and there, we should be looking at a regional berth.
Yeah, I always have great fan support, but I'll give you a minute just to tell everybody what they need to do to come out this weekend and help you out and get that W against Utah State.
Yeah, well, number one is forget about the Sunday football fad on TV. The game out in Utah State was a typical physical hockey game. So I would expect just about the same. They don't want to lose to us, and we don't want to lose to them again in our home rink. So we're going to come out fighting, and it should be a very entertaining Sunday matinee game.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate your time.
Yep, thank you.